Cooks, shoot your arrows! Cooper Kupp plucks it out of the air and gives the Rams the lead. Robert Wood, touchdown! LA! Goff goes crashing into the end zone. Aaron Donald creates the fumble. Everett in stride! Wow!
Taylor Rapp, who had one taken away, will take this into the end zone.
Henderson with a good run and a first down, still on his feet.
Picked off by Troy Hill. Malcolm Brown into the end zone.
Caught, touchdown, Tyler Higbee. Picked off by John Johnson.
Intercepted and returned for the touchdown. Sean Robinson.
Safety in the arms of Leonard Floyd. Abu Khan with the strip sack.
And going deep. It is intercepted by Jalen Ramsey.
Greg Zuerlein sends the Rams to the Super Bowl. LA will play for the Lombardi.
Welcome back, guys, to another Downtown Rams podcast. It's episode 287. I'm your host, Jake Ellenbogen. Joining me, as always, is Alexis Kraft. Well, today we have two more draft interviews. We have Oklahoma State cornerback A.J. Green. Following up is the Charlotte pass rusher Alex Highsmith. Hope you guys enjoy, and here is the show. All right, guys, joining us on the show, we have Oklahoma State cornerback A.J. Green. How's it going, man? Thanks so much for coming on.
It's going great. Pretty much just enjoying this time with my family and things like that, and been quarantining, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. We're so excited to talk to you, and we've been quarantining as well. It's a crazy time, and we're glad that we can still do interviews this way. And just to start it off, we just want to hear a little bit about how you got into the game of football.
The way I got into the game of football, my family, my uncles, they all played football growing up. So as soon as I could almost walk, I was playing football. So I've been playing since the age of 3 with the DeSoto Cowboys, and that was a team that my uncle coached. And I have a pretty big family, so I have cousins around my age, and we all kind of played on the same team, and that's kind of how I got into the game of football.
Now, did you have a favorite player growing up?
Growing up, I did have a favorite player. My dad's favorite team was actually the Lions, because he was from Michigan. So my favorite player actually was Megatron, Calvin Johnson. That was my favorite player growing up.
Yeah, certainly a very talented player. And were there any defensive backs in particular that you modeled your game after?
Growing up, no, not really. I didn't really model my game after any certain defensive back. When I got into high school, though, Sidney Jones was a defensive back that I was kind of following. That was the kind of defensive back I liked, and I liked the way he played the game. And that was pretty much it.
Yeah, and I assume it was before you got to college, but when did you know you wanted to play the game of football for a living?
I would probably say when I got into high school, that's probably because I was playing basketball and football, and those basketball players, they wouldn't stop growing, and I kind of just felt like football was a better fit for me with my size, and I kind of took the advantages I had from playing basketball, and just kind of used it to the best of my ability in playing football. So kind of, basically when I got into high school, I kind of wanted to take that football thing serious, and I wanted to go as far as I could.
Yeah, and when it came time to play in college, you ended up playing at Oklahoma State. What was the main reason for you in choosing them?
They were loyal from the start. They were my second offer, and I just kind of went up there, took a visit. I had a great relationship with the corners coach, and I felt like it was just the place I needed to be.
Yeah, and from your time at Oklahoma State, did you have a favorite memory that really stands out to you?
Playing at Oklahoma State, I would probably say picking up Baker Mayfield. I would probably say that was at our home game when we played OU. that was the memory that would always stick to me. I mean, the energy from the crowd just uproar and everything. I mean, it was a great day.
Yeah, I bet. And, you went up against a lot of really talented players in college. I mean, is there one or two guys that stand out to you as being the toughest guys that you had to play against in college?
I would probably say Kyler Murray. I would say Kyler Murray was because I played him in high school and I played him in college. I was watching him do the same thing he was doing in college and high school. And it was just crazy for him to make that jump and be doing the same thing in college. So I'd probably say Kyler Murray gets that.
Yeah, and AJ, kind of looking at your time at Oklahoma State, how would you say they prepared you for the next level?
Playing at Oklahoma State, they're different up there. They know how to win. Coach they do this great job with the culture, and I mean, playing in the Big 12 overall is just for any defense is going to be challenges out there, and I feel like this has prepared me the best, and because. I mean, I feel like I kind of seen it all and played against some great quarterbacks and played against some great wide receivers, and you kind of see it all from short, fast guys to big, tall guys to talented backs and things like that. So, I mean, I feel like overall just playing in the Big 12 and playing at Oklahoma State has helped.
Yeah, and, just looking at yourself, what would you say is your biggest strength as a player?
I would say my biggest strength as a player, I would probably say just like my size and speed, just being able to match up with any wide receiver, whether he's short with my speed or whether he's the bigger receiver. And I feel like I have different variations and different things in my arsenal that makes my game different.
Yeah, and what's one area of your game you're looking to improve on?
Going into the NFL, I'm looking to improve. I just want to fine-tune my mechanics overall, just clean up all the little things, and just keep adding to the game, and just keep becoming a student of the game, and just always learn, just soak everything up as I go into this next level. Because those quarterbacks and receivers, they're on a different type of chemistry, and you see like they can be covered up and still find a way to fit the ball in there. So.
Yeah, definitely. And, is there a particular scheme that you would like to play in more than others?
I mean, there is no particular scheme. I feel like I can go into any scheme. Like I said, playing at Oklahoma State to match up offense that you go up against, you're going to play cover one man. You're going to play cover two off. You're going to play cover four. You're going to play cover three. So, I mean, I feel like I'm well-rounded, played in it all, and I don't have any specific scheme I have to go into.
Now, here's a fun question for you. Looking at the NFL, obviously there's a lot of great quarterbacks in the league. Who do you most want to pick off?
In the NFL, I would probably say either Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers.
Both are tough to intercept.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but not impossible. And I'd say Tom Brady is like 99% of the time the answer we get, just because it's a big honor to say that you picked him off. So.
Yeah, no doubt.
But we are a Los Angeles Rams podcast. So we do ask all of the guys that come on our show, have you met or spoken with the Los Angeles Rams yet?
Yes, I spoke with them at the Combine.
Now, we certainly like to hear that. Big fan of your game. I watched you a ton, obviously, playing the Big 12. I watch a lot of Big 12 football, so pretty fond of your game there, and hopefully that goes somewhere. But last question for you, AJ. Who is AJ Green as a person? Who is he as a player?
Me as a person, off the field, I'm chill. I don't like to do too much. I like to bowl. Like to play dominoes. Play the game. Obviously, I love to play like 2K and Madden. And that's pretty much it. I'm just kind of simple, just kind of chill, laid back. And then on the field, I'm different. Like, I don't know, it's like the passion and everything and the love for the game just comes out. I'm just, I don't know, like, it's just like I just tap into a different mode when I step on the field. And I always feel like I'm playing for the name on the back. So I feel like I always get something to prove.
Yeah, well, that's awesome, and we really appreciate you taking the time to come on the show, and it's good to hear that you're healthy and safe and enjoying this time with your family. And we got about 22 days from the time of this recording to the draft, so it's an exciting time.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me on the show also.
Yeah, absolutely, AJ. Stay safe and take care, man.
Yes, thank you. You too.
All right, guys, joining us on the show, we have Charlotte pass rusher Alex Highsmith. How's it going, man? Thanks so much for coming on.
All right, how you guys doing? Thank you for having me. Doing great.
Yeah, good to hear. And to start this off, we just want to hear a little bit about how you got into the game of football.
Football has been a sport that, since I've been a kid. Growing up in a household that, my family really loved it. So I played pretty sure my first year of flag football was when I was 5 years old, and it just ended up, progressing, increasing, to Pop Warner, to Mighty Might, the Pee Wee leagues, and so just really playing it all throughout my childhood. And I've always played my whole life, so it's definitely basketball. Actually, used to be my favorite sport growing up as a kid, but I didn't really have the hype for basketball, and so football's just always been my love. Ever since I was about in middle school, because it was my best game. So I've loved playing it ever since I started.
Yeah, and growing up, did you have a favorite player you looked up to?
Yeah. So I've been a diehard Panthers fan my whole life. I've grown up here in North Carolina. It's the closest team. So my favorite players are probably Joyce Peppers and Steve Smith. Those are probably my two favorite players of all time. And I love watching Cam the past 10 years for the Panthers. So I'd say Joyce Peppers and Steve Smith were probably my favorite players growing up.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then, obviously play football growing up, and you have a great time. But is there a particular moment that you knew that you wanted to play football for a living?
Well, I'd say probably like towards the end in the high school. I've always dreamed of it. I've always had that dream, to go to the NFL. I just didn't know if that was truly reality until, even going to college, that being truly a reality until I really had a good junior season in high school. Back in middle school and high school, I cared more about playing video games and doing things inside the house and going outside and exercising and getting my body ready to play the game. But it was really as I had a good junior year in high school. Was when I felt like I can play college ball, and I can also had the chance to be able to play pro ball as well. And so even though I didn't receive any scholarships, still being a walk on, just I've always had that chip on my shoulder and just that mentality, just be the best that I can be on everything I do.
Yeah, and as an edge defender, obviously you primarily rush the passer, but you do have the ability to set the edge and of course defend the run. But is there anybody that you look at, could be current, could be former, you look at that maybe you took from, modeled your game after a little bit?
I really like watching a lot of guys in the league. Comes to pass rush, I like watching DeMarcus Lawrence. I've tried to use his cross chop moves that he used. I really like watching Khalil Mack and Von Miller. Those two stand-up guys, and the way Khalil Mack plays such physicality and such power with his rush. I love watching that. And Von, just the finesse and the bend that he uses is awesome. So, those are probably like the main three guys that I watch. And there's also other pass rushers and edge guys that I watch as well. I think it's important not just only to be able to rush the passer as an edge rusher, even though that's what matters most. It's important, to set the edge and be able to play those first and second downs as well.
Yeah, definitely. And, just looking back at your time at Charlotte, what was your experience like, not only, playing football there, but also if you have a favorite memory or two from your time playing in college, what are those?
It was awesome. I love Charlotte. Like I said, I didn't get offered there when I got there. So I ended up walking on 2015. I just, that would be an awesome thing to just be a part of a startup program. Just really build a legacy, build a foundation for a program. And so I just love my time there. Got in there, worked as hard as I could, be the best that I can be. And eventually got put on scholarship after my redshirt freshman year, and just thankful for all the lessons that I've learned there, and just all the friends, all the lifelong brothers I've met. I'd say I've had a lot of great moments. I definitely have to say, my favorite moment as a Charlotte 49er was this past year when we beat Marshall in our home field to be bowl eligible for the first time in school history. We were 5-5 going into the game, and it was senior night, and it was raining, so it wasn't a full packed out stand, but people were still there. There's a lot of people there still cheering us on, but it was just awesome beating a rival school like that on senior night to be bowl eligible for the first time, and having all our fans storm the field after is just a moment I'll never forget. So getting to see all my family after was awesome as well. So it's just that's definitely my favorite moment for sure as a 49er.
Yeah, that's a great moment and huge for your school, and must be crazy to be a part of that, and obviously be part of the reason that was even able to happen. With that being said, you went up against a lot of tough competition. Who would you say is the toughest player you went up against in college?
Toughest player, like O-line, or just like in general?
Just in general, like if maybe you found that there was a quarterback that stood out as the toughest player you went up against, whoever it would be.
Definitely Lamar Jackson my freshman year. That was the first game of my college career, and he absolutely lit us up. So he was definitely the toughest player. I didn't play too much that game, but just watching him, seeing him in person, playing against him was crazy. He's by far the best player I played against.
Yeah, that's a common answer that we've gotten. Anybody who's played against him in college definitely mentions his name. But, just looking at you as a player, you have many strengths. But in your opinion, what would you say is your biggest strength as a player?
I'd say my biggest strength is just my motor and effort. That's what allows me to be the player that I am, and allows me to rush the pass the way I do, and just make plays in the backfield like I do. Because without a great motor, a great effort, especially on defense, you can't be a great player. You can't be a productive player. So it's really having that motor and that effort. It's kind of comes from that walk-on mentality that I had. Just a knack to get to the ball. So that's what really helps with my pass rush. You can't be a good pass rusher without a great motor and great effort. So it just really starts there for me. And I feel like that's a skill, or that's a quality that I had that I can bring to any team. And just whether it's on special teams or on defense, just giving that all out effort and having that motor to get to the ball.
Yeah, I definitely agree. High motor player, you have a really explosive first step. It just pops on film. But just talking about your game further, what would you say is one area you're looking to improve on the most?
I'd just say set the edge at times. This our pass defense, didn't really set the edge as much. We were like kind of a pass first, up front, especially if the backers away. I was just getting off the ball. And even if it's a zone, sometimes, I'll just get off the ball and try to play pass. So I'd just say, just working on really being more firm with guys. I feel like I get off blocks easily, can get to snatch people off and just really being firm and controlling blocks, before I try to get off and make a play, something I can work on. So I can always work on my hands and my hips and just really perfect those for the pass rush, because I can always get better at everything I do.
Yeah, and this is a question that, we're always curious to ask defensive guys who come on the show, but is there a scheme that you would like to play in more than others, or are you comfortable kind of with them all?
I'm comfortable in both, 3-4, 4-3, whatever, but, I really would like to be able to have the freedom to stand up as well as have my hand in the dirt. So, playing a 3-4 would be awesome, just to have that ability, to set the edge and cover, drop, and also rush the passer as well would just be awesome. So I feel like, that ideally, I feel like that's where I fit best is in that 3-4 scheme.
Yeah, I definitely hear you there, and I think you have some, underrated ability just from watching your film. You kind of you're able to flip your hips like you're a defensive back, which I think is really impressive. So I think you will offer that ability and coverage. So I am looking forward to seeing you hopefully, in, an opportunity where you can, you kind of do whatever. I think, you offer a lot to the table. With that being said, this is kind of a fun question. Which quarterback do you want to sack the most at the next level?
I'd say Tom Brady, probably because I could say that I sacked the GOAT. That'd be awesome.
Very, very popular answer
Brady,
again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely Tom Brady.
yeah, and then this next question is kind of in that same vein, but which offensive lineman do you most want to go up against in the NFL?
In the NFL, I think, there's a bunch of guys, but I feel like, a big challenge for me, something, that helped me just to improve my be like Tyron Smith. He's one of the best left tackles in the league, for the past decade. And so it'd be really cool, to go up against him. And, I'm looking forward, any challenge that I have. So I'd say he's one of the ones I know know most too. So it'd be cool to go against him.
Yeah, and this is a question we have to ask anybody that comes on here since we are a Rams podcast. Have you met or spoken with the Los Angeles Rams yet?
I have. Yes, I met with them at the combine. I had a little informal meeting, and I've spoken with their scout too. So I have met and spoke with them. Yes.
Well, we certainly love to hear that. Just because, obviously we're big Rams fans, but we're also really big fans of your game as well. And then just in closing here, in your own words, who is Alex Highsmith as a player and who is he as a person?
As a player, I'm a guy who's going to give his all to be the best he can be, just do whatever I can to help the team win, whether that's special teams or defense, I'm going to be the same guy every day to bring passion, positivity, enthusiasm, and energy to everything I do, no matter how the season's going, no matter, what's going on. I'm just going to be the same person, bringing the same work ethic every day, just help the team win as many games as possible. Just as a person, for me, I'm a Christian first and foremost. My faith is what matters most in my life. The ultimate goal and drive, I want to make it to the NFL is just to use it as a platform to honor and glorify God, who has given me just the ability to play the game that I love. So just really glorifying God in all I do. And so just hardworking, high-character guys is how I'd sum it up to. So Christian, hardworking, and high character. I'd say those three things that describe me.
Hey, well, we love that answer, man. Just as much as we love, your film. Really impressed with what you've done, and really looking forward to seeing you and your career kind of take off here, in the coming weeks. So, hey, good luck with everything. Stay healthy, man, and let's keep in touch.
Yes, sir. Of course, we'll do. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much.
Yes, y'all have a good one. Be safe, too.
You too, Alex. Take care.
Yes, you too.
All right. Bye.